Hello, 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 and welcome to episode Who Cares and Who Knows of Let's Not Play. For today's video, Veyr's gonna farm tainted gems. How dull. But you know. I mean, who's gonna watch this video, seriously? This video is going to suck. Deal with it. Oh, good, I pressed the right button on my keyboard. In case you did not know, which I'm sure the vast majority of you already did, but just in case you didn't, I have macros set up on my keyboard that automatically type /join place dash very large arbitrarily large number space and then they also automatically hit enter for me. So this is my new way of getting cubes. It's slightly different from the previous way, but it's also pretty quick. I mean, there I just got 14 cubes in about 30 seconds or so, maybe give or take a few. It is pretty much equivalent to my other version that I have developed, the one where you run around boxes. But this one makes me fall asleep less quickly, aka it bores me less quickly because I actually have to punch a boss, which means I actually have to pay some level of attention to maximize efficiency. So that one was 16. That's pretty good. And it's for the most part more efficient than the other one in my thoughts. Although I believe that if you really counted it exactly by time, it's pretty much the same on average. Because I just got two really good ones. This 2 cubes is more along the normal, so that's okay. Got nothing out of that. So that one's at 8 cubes, which is pretty fair. So today I'm just going to farm a bunch of cubes and stuff. I'd like to rant about tainted gems, but I don't know. Maybe I'll rant about it anyway. So what I'd like to say is that tainted gems, I think that 100 tainted gems for the quest is ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying that they need to nerf the quest. I think I like the quest at this difficulty. But I don't like the idea of farming tainted gems for it. Tainted gems are boring. On average, it takes about a minute to get 1 tainted gem. Excuse me. Alternatively, on average, it takes about 4.5 minutes to get an emblem. If they replace 50 tainted gems with 10 emblems, they would replace essentially 50 minutes of farming with 45 minutes of farming. It only saves a few minutes, 5 minutes. And also emblems tend to be unlucky, so it'll probably not save you minutes at all. It'll take you more time to do. However, it's less boring. You see, the thing about emblems is that after you do this quest, chances are, after you finish the Void High Lord, chances are you're never going to touch another emblem again. Now, I'm not exaggerating, but the true fact is that emblems are not used for anything. But tainted gems are. You're going to have to farm more later. For the purpose of not boring the players to death of farming tainted gems, I propose that they should increase the number of emblems by 10 for the quest and reduce the number of tainted gems by 50. The amount of time is roughly the same or even increases. However, the player is less bored by this, which I think is really important. AQ World's a game. You know what games are made for? Entertainment. The game should not bore the player. Look here, I'm just lazily tapping buttons on my keypad to attack this Sneeveltron in hopes that it will give me some reasonable number of cubes, a reasonable number higher than 2, and that these cubes I can utilize to obtain. Alright, 7, that's not too bad. To obtain tainted gems that I need to use for Void High Lord. Look, tainted gems are really boring to farm. Seriously. Do you know how many cubes you need for a tainted gem? 25, right? Seems fine, right? But you need 2,500 cubes for 100 tainted gems. Oh wait, how many tainted gems did you need again? Remind me, please. So you need 100 per Rogentium, plus you need 200 more for the Void Orb. Void Crystal or whatever. That's 1,700 tainted gems. Multiply by 25. Not 25. 2,500 cubes. Wait, is it 2,500? My brain is muddled. I've been doing calculus all day, okay? My brain is super muddled. 25 or 2,500? 1,700 by 25, yes, okay. Not 2,500. So multiply 1,700 by 25. So how many cubes do you need? 42,500. 42,500 cubes is how many you need to get the Void High Lord. 42,500! You know how much it would be if you raised the number of cubes or bone dust? Bone dust work too. You know how many it would take if you raise the number of emblems? Well, instead of being 20 times 15, it would be 30 times 15. 30 times 15 is... Excuse me for a second while stupid Veyr does a math because his brain is half dead. 450. What sounds better to you? 42,500 or 450? Okay, I admit. It's much easier to get 42,500 cubes than it is to get... I mean, it's much easier to get 25 cubes than it is to get an emblem. However, by time, it means the equivalent of an emblem is 125 cubes. Based on the time of 1 minute per tainted, so 1 minute per 25 cubes, and about 4.5 minutes. So it's, 4.5 times. That's telling me that an emblem is worth 4.5 times a tainted's. Then tainted's are worth, and that just tells me, however, you know how tainted's are so tedious to farm? Well, the other thing I have to complain about is the fact that Dreadrock Gem Exchange was kind of nerfed, which is... I mean, okay, look, it's understandable. They don't want the quest to be too easy to farm. I agree fully. The quest should not be easy to farm. It's a endgame quest for an endgame tier class. The Void High Lord is supposed to be super powerful. And I fully respect that. I think it should be this hard to farm. That's why I'm proposing that when they reduce the number of tainted gems, if they do, which I doubt they will, no one cares about stupid Veyr rambling, right? No one gives a squat. When, or if, or, if I was... Whoa, I've never gotten a Sneeveltron floor item? What? Lol. I don't have house space for it, and I'm not paying 200 ACs for a new house space. So when they implement this, I'm saying that they should lower the number of tainteds needed from 100 to 50, so save 50 minutes, and then add 10 emblems, so gain 45 minutes. Probably more, because RNG hates some people. Some people includes me. I just get lucky with emblems once in a while. And the other thing is that cubes aren't RNG free either. It's just that you kill so many little derps that you eventually do decently well. So I'm just gonna complain and farm cubes, right? I started with like 100 of them. So let's see when I get to 500. When I get to 500, that's how long it took me to get like 375 cubes or so. I think this is actually slower than my other version where you just run around. Do not do this if you are interested in efficiency. I'm doing this in the sake that I don't fall asleep. Because farming cubes makes me sleepy. Previously, farming emblems made me sleepy too, but then I started using Abyssal Angel with this axe that gives bonus damage to Abyssal Angel, and then I stopped trying to fall asleep while farming emblems. The thing is, just for the sake of variety, for variety's sake, I think that emblems, they should have you farm emblems, spend more time farming emblems over spending time farming tainted gems. Because here we have tainted gems, they're so much pain to farm. They're not fun to farm, and the thing is that you'll probably have to farm them later for other Nulgath things too. And I'm sure you farmed them in the past if you're farming Void Highlord now. I'm sure you farmed tainted gems in your long and distant past. But you probably never really farm Nulgath emblems, because what do you use them for? Nothing really. Nothing that I know of uses Nulgath emblems, except for terraforming. Not terraforming, I meant Void Highlord. So I think just for the sake of variety, it would make sense for them to require more time farming emblems. Yes, I know, everyone's gonna hate me for saying this, right? Because no one wants to spend more time farming emblems. Because emblems kind of suck because they're all pure RNG and you feel snotty. But look! I got 3 cubes from the Sneebletron. And 3s and 2s and 0s. Everyone else gets like 9s and 10s. You think I feel any less snotty farming tainted gems? I'm just going to tell you that farming tainted gems is dull. It's hideously dull. I seriously do not want to be farming tainted gems. It is boring. Look, I got 3 again. I feel so fortunate. This is why the other way is faster for me. It doesn't require RNG. Because RNG and me are not good friends. Oh, by the way, anybody who actually watches this video the whole way through, because it's just me farming tainted gems, really, and complaining, I'd like to let you know a little something. I forgot what that was, so you don't get to know. Oh yes! I apologize for not streaming today. I'm sorry. But I want to work. And when you work, you get paid. And when you get paid, someday you too will have a new monitor. Or something. I would like to have a new monitor, you know? These monitors I have currently are a couple of, you know, meh TN panels. I mean, they're 60Hz, 5 ms response, so they're basically IPS IPS speed TN panels. Let's see, I'm fine with the speed, honestly. I don't care about the speed so much. I don't play any first-person shooters or fast-paced games and junk. But what I do care is the color. And let me tell you something true. The colors kind of suck, frankly. They don't look terrible by any means, but they're not the best either. So I kind of want to get an IPS panel to have nice colors. Also, the thing is, I am pretty sure these are not flicker-free monitors. Because I don't keep these things on 100% brightness, because that makes you overly bright and your eyes will hurt. It means that these are probably using PWM flickering in order to reduce the brightness of my monitors below 100%. Which is irritating for you old Veyr's eyes. Veyr's like an old man, okay? He's lazy. You know, he complains. Have you ever heard an old man complaining? It's what they do. It's like their job. And he doesn't mind sleeping all day. He can also sit by a window and stare outside for a few hours, though he'd prefer not to. He could also read the newspaper all day long. Staying about current events doesn't interest me. I just like the newspaper. I'm old-fashioned, you see. I don't like social media much. I made a Twitter account because people kept pestering me to make one. And I have Skype because I like to talk to people, but that's it. The best way to talk to me is really through email. Or YouTube comments, I check those. Actually, Skype is really the best. Because I actually check Skype too. I'm always talking on Skype. And I'm always watching. I read every message. If there's 100 messages, I will scroll up 100 messages and read them all the way down. That's just me. So you can virtually guarantee that if you message me on Skype, I'll probably get back to you within a certain level of time, probably within some time during that same day. So Skype is great. Although I did install Twitter on my phone, although no one has talked to me and I don't know how to use Twitter anyway. So I guess if you want to ask me a question, you can also Twitter me. My Twitter link's down in the description below. I feel like some stereotypical guy like, oh, like and subscribe, links in the description below, etc. Whenever I say something like that. Oh, hey, 10 cubes, it's pretty good. So far, so good. Now it's getting worse. 14, pretty solid. But look, 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 this is dull. There's one word to describe it, and this is dull. Alright. It's been 6 minutes and I've gotten 3, so this is like 2 minutes per tainted. So this is really inefficient. Let's switch back to my... Let's switch back to the other version of my farming theory. So you run around and you punch Neevils. You try to get some cubes, some cubes. You know what would be really nice if I had more haste so that move that isn't always nearly expired when I run around. Yeah, this is actually more efficient, I feel. Even if it's not... Stupid Veyr. Even if it's not actually more efficient, it gives you so many cubes that you feel like you're getting 1,000,000 and you feel so rich. Even though you only get, on average, like 8 every go-around. So I made 2 go-arounds. I got about 17. So yeah, you get 7 to 9 every go-around. You can get more if Grizzle Spit likes to drop a ton. Like right there, I just got 8. This will probably bring it up to 10. So I got 10 this one because Grizzle Spit dropped 4. And this is really just the fastest way to farm cubes and tainted gems. But look how dull it is. You just go around in circles endlessly. Seriously. It's boring. You can't stand doing this for more than like 10 minutes or something. You're gonna fall asleep. It makes you fall asleep, you know? I just don't like doing this, frankly. I'm just gonna speak. Ooh, nice. Got 9. That's a good go around. Just from Grizzle Spit and the Box Guardians alone. Pulled 9. Pretty good. Okay, Grizzle Spit and Box Guardians pulled me 5 this time. Pretty solid as well. But yeah. So I'm just gonna farm tainted gems. I honestly don't really care what goes on much today. Because I'm kind of tired. I spent all day today in school with working on calculus. I have English project due tomorrow, but I'm not worried about it. I'm maybe halfway done with it. I'll just finish it in class. LOL! It's Veyr. He doesn't have to worry about English. English is easy. Calculus is fun. Calculus is more fun. You know, English is really boring. I feel like they're teaching you the same stuff since like 4th grade. To write an essay, you have to have an introductory paragraph. 3 body paragraphs, or 4 to 6, who cares? And then a conclusion paragraph. Your paragraph should be built the same way. You have a thesis sentence, and then you have some detail sentences, body sentences, and you end with a conclusion sentence. It's what, that Inception or whatever that thing is? It's an essay within a paragraph within a paragraph within an essay. Like, lol, what is this junk? Have they stopped? Nope, they haven't stopped dropping. I thought I hit the max. It maxed out at 500, by the way. They changed that pretty recently. It's kind of handy. Look, I got 1 cube from these 3. Sometimes this just makes you depressed. See, I got 6 this time. That was a pretty bad round. I don't think it really goes below 5. I've never gotten below 5 going around in this type of round. You can get pretty bad when you do the Sneebletron way, but the Sneebletron way is more fun. I feel like this is maxed. Or, no. 5 more. 1. Thanks, you lot. Alright. How dull is this? Anyhow. So we're going to turn these in because Veyr wants some Tainteds. Tainted gems, I just really think that tainted gems are super boring to farm, seriously. Just please, I'd rather farm 10 more emblems per thing than farm 50 more tainteds. Tainteds are really a pain. I mean, look at how few tainteds you get out of this. You only get 20 tainteds out of, you know, going and farming around for a while. Actually, in terms of my efficiency this time, considering how fast I was, honestly, I'd like to say it probably took... I'm probably got an efficiency of 1 minute and 15 seconds, 1 minute 20 seconds per tainted, which is pretty bad. Because I started with, like, what, 130 tainteds or something? Or 150 tainteds? So I already started with... I mean, not tainteds. Cubes. Alright, as soon as I turn this junk in, I'm going to get off this. Sometimes this game sucks. This is one of those times. Because I'm sick of farming tainteds. Seriously. Tainteds are dull. Tainteds are dull as turd cakes to farm. And after this, you gotta kill a bunch of snow golems so you can turn in your tainteds and get... I mean, turn in your cubes. Well, one thing that would make my life easier, that would make me complain a bit less, is if they just reduce the ice cube count necessary to 0. Just take out this ice cube and just do normal cubes. Look, you know how nice that would be? I mean, look, the bone dust doesn't require you to have a secondary regent like this ice cube. It just requires bone dust. Why can't they do the same with boxes? Seriously. Admittedly, boxes is faster. I mean, cubes is faster, but... I mean, just make it fair. I do not understand. I feel like in the past they did not require this. They only required you to turn boxes. I mean, the cubes for tainteds. I hate killing that ice elemental because it always drops a million pieces of junk that I don't need. Yeah. I'm considering not turning it in on the way, keeping 50 in my inventory so that I can still go to Tercess without having to farm those 50 cubes. The thing is that farming 20 tainteds a day is pretty slow, because that means a Rogentium every 5 days. I still have 11 to go. That's 55 days for me to get the class. Honestly, that's a pretty long time. So that means it'd be wise for me to farm more than 20 tainteds a day. Just for the sake of expedience, you know? But it's just so slow. I mean, it's so slow and dull. So I should probably farm a little bit more. So my current plan is to try to get 2 Rogentiums a week, so I need 11 more, so that'll take me 5-6 weeks. Maybe for the last one I'll do 3 in that week, so maybe 5 weeks. It's still going to be about a month and a half, you know? And this is honestly the longest part of each Rogentium. The rest of it honestly isn't that bad. Oh, poop, I clicked no. Wow, I feel so terrible. I'm a horrible person. Yeah, whoops, I missed. Because I was trying to click next to the cube. I wasn't trying to click on it. By the way, I actually farm faster in a lot of cases alone. I don't know why. Even Emblems of Nulgath, I farm reasonably quickly alone. My 4.5 minute is based off of me alone. Maybe it's faster with other people, but I feel like my luck is much lower when I'm with other people. Well, sometimes my luck is pretty good for the Gems of Domination. So maybe it's not always this crummy, but... whatever shall we do? Alright, I probably have 50 cubes by now. I'm just gonna punch these guys a couple times. Yep, 63, see? Alright. See how dull it is to farm Tainteds? Oh yeah, I actually also happen to need something else. I ran out of Nulgath approvals since I used a ton of them. So I guess we'll go and farm some now. Equip Crimson Orb. So yeah, I also have another macro that types /join in this space, and another one that types -238238, so that I can go to places without having type /join and the room number. So I just press the first button, type what I want to type, press the second button, hit enter. Very simple, very easy, makes my shrub life easier. I like that. When my shrub life is easier, Veyr is happier, la 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 la. I can't wait till I max out Dage Favors, because Dage Favors are really annoying to keep collecting. I'm almost at 5,000. You need 5,000 Dage Favors is the maximum stack of Dage Favors. Nice thing about these guys being undead, Blinding Light of Destiny is your savior. Deal more damage. Freaking Abyssal Angel. The thing about using... oh, I mean, let's try Shaman. The thing about Abyssal Angel is that when you don't have Catalyst, you kind of suck. But the other issue is that Blazebinder deals damage primarily through dots, which means that in cases like these, where the Blinding Light of Destiny does not buff the amount of damage you do in a dot, you kind of aren't a very happy person, because your dot doesn't deal as much damage as you want it to. Screw it, I'm not going to wait for Undead Bruiser. Wasting my time. And of course 2 of them spawn, but who cares? Shaman's pretty good with a Stone Crusher, because the Stone Crusher helps prevent Shaman from running out of mana. Because one of Shaman's biggest issues is just mana. Shaman runs out of mana real easily. Crybaby tier easily. Like, oh my goddess. Look, I'm even running out now. I have to keep this auto attack thing going or else I'll run out real quick. At least I get some random junk that actually has some value. Like Archfiend's Favor and Nulgath approvals. Okay, yeah, I really don't feel like doing this anymore. Already, I'm sick of it. Look, it's not letting me attack this dumb skeleton. The thing about Shaman's mana regen is that it's pretty crummy when you don't crit. Not that it's that great anyway. You have to let the opponent hit you. But when you let the opponent hit you, it just means that you're not dealing much damage either. I mean, you gain 6 mana on hit, and you gain 6 mana when you are hit. I guess it's best when there are undead bruisers because those things tend to live. So. What? I only hit one of them? Piece of garbage. These guys that die real quick, they're not good for hitting and getting hit by. So how many of these junk do I have? Arching Favor, I always have a ton, but the reason why I'm low on Nulgath approval is because I spent them all first on this quest, but also on terraforming not that long ago. Luckily, this isn't too much of a problem. It's relatively quick. And I don't feel like using this crummy class no more. I hope they buff Shaman in the server rewrite. Ah, screw it. Undead Bruiser dies too slowly, especially since Blood doesn't buff dots. $718 damage isn't much to the thing with 6,000 health, you know? At least you don't run out of mana using this Blaze Binder, but you know, I'm just... Okay, you know, this is the reason why I liked using Abyssal Angel for this purpose. Because it was good at it, 1. And 2, you didn't have to worry about stupid things. Why is that guy dead and alive? AQ World's been buggy recently. Oh my goddess! Freaking AQ World's piece of junk. And look how little damage I'm dealing. I'm only dealing like 11,000 damage, 1,100 damage. Man, the farming version of the Void High Lord, the Void High Lord Tester, would be so good here. Of course, the Void High Lord Tester would be so good everywhere. That class was freaking OP. That class was just so amazing. I don't even know what to say about it. Screwed Undead Bruiser, let it punch me. Who gives a squat? It dies too slowly anyway. Oh no. Don't give me a third. Ah, game. Well, third's not too bad because I gotta punch all of them, so it gives me lots of mana. Did I not kill all 3? Fudge it. This game sucks sometimes. This is one of those times. I'll end this video when I get 300 Nulgath approvals. Like, seriously. How many tainted do I have? Like, 20? 31. Okay, that's not too shabby. How many Nulgath junk do I got? 135? Boo! 135? Are you freaking kidding me? I only got 30 in the last, like, 3 minutes? No darping way! I'll even use DVSK because I just don't feel like doing this. DVSK sucks at farming. Compared to a real farming class, I mean, look how slow the cooldowns are on this thing. Die. You fudge cake. DVSK is really not the best farming class, honestly. But we use it anyway, because why not? Well, actually, I hate using DVSK for farming because it sucks. But I use it anyway because what else do I do? Like, seriously. Let me gain a couple of health. I mean, it's not the worst at farming, I'll give it that, but seriously, it is not that good at it either. The only reason why I'm using it is because I'm sick of using all my other classes. There's no variety. All the good classes are the new ones, like Blazebinder and Abyssal Angel. They need a buff Shaman. Shaman's mono regen is so crummy, you can't do squat. And as for DBSK, this class is supposed to be good at farming or something. And look, it's not good at farming by any means. It's what I call mediocre. Oh, you just say I'm complaining, but it's what I do. I'm Veyr. Complaining is my shrub life. Do you know who I am? I'm Veyr, you big fat donkey head. Get closer, you frickin' skeletal warrior, if you want to die. You're supposed to die. If you don't want to die, just give me your Nulgath approvals and junk without me having to kill you. Then I won't have to kill you, and you won't die. Do you not understand this simple logic? At least the autos are pretty strong too. They're like, what, 400 damage autos? You frickin' skeletal warrior, get your bottom over here. You big squatter. You think I have infinite range? I don't get why sometimes you can hit it, but sometimes you can't. Can we be consistent here? Hello, AQ Worlds, please? Man. They need to fix issues like that. Little irritating things that really shouldn't be a big deal, but are a royal pain in the dome. How many Nulgath approvals do I got? 200? 184. Okay. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother for 300. This class sucks. Alright, tell me a better class and I'll give you a cookie. Veyr. Archpaladin sucks. See, single target, single target, single target, single target. CSM sucks, but I'll whatever. We'll swap out Doom Knight. Diamond sucks. Alright. I hate using chaos classes, but screw it, because I'm sick of just fudging around. Oh my goddess, this class sucks. Like seriously, look at this. It's even slower than frickin' DBSK. This class sucks. Look, it's so slow that the other monsters are already respawning. Yeah, this class is real crummy. I'd rather use frickin' Dragon Lord, and Dragon Lord's old and outdated. Alright, let's swap with Diamond. Hopefully, I hate that class because it always has mana issues and the cooldowns are too long, but let's see. Nature Paladin, Mecha Jouster, Mind Breaker, Naval Commander. Oh, Naval Commander's actually not too bad, but you need a party. Derp it. Scarlet Sorceress? Meh. What a pain. What class I just pulled? Diamond. I don't even know what the moves do. I'm spamming them because I can. I don't know what the moves do, but I'm spamming them because I derpin' can. Hey, it's actually not too shabby so far. I'm liking it, except the mana. Oh my goddess, the mana is poop. The mana is poop. Lol, lol, lol. It's poop. No, I don't want a frickin' Revantheus Risers. I gotta move forward like half a step. I don't even know what these moves do, but who cares what these moves do, right? I mean, no one really cares. But why do these kind of classes have frickin' warrior mana regen? These aren't fighter classes. They deserve better than this piece of junk that they've been given. What does this class even do? Let's read this. So a mental burn or psychic burn. Okay, and this one has Shattered Reality, and this one has... Oh, haste and crit. It's pretty good. So if I do some mental burns and shatter some realities, and of course it doesn't shatter the right guy's reality. The guy that really needs a shattered reality is this guy. But derp him. Let's burn these guys mentally and then shatter this guy's reality. He needs some mental weakness. Then we'll auto attack him because we're out of frickin' mono. He can't do squat anyway. OMG, the auto attack is like so strong. Totally. Can you smell the sarcasm? The 5 move is super powerful, but it's just so crummy at doing what I want it to do. Which is cool down quickly. At least it helps increase your crit rate or some junk. Oh yay, I gotta punch these guys' faces in. Invincible, it says. I've become invincible. What does that give me? Where's my invincibility? I want to see it. Alright, take some damage to the dome. This class needs better mono regen, seriously. They need to buff classes like these. Look, I don't expect every class to be a Void High Lord, but I expect every class to be reasonably sustainable at what they do. A soloing class should not run out of mana while soloing, and a farming class should not run out of mana while farming. Is that too much to ask for? Like Shaman, eternally out of mana when farming. This class, roughly the same. I mean, I can't even spam my moves. I'm supposed to be able to spam these moves so I can derp and farm. And look, I'm out of range from that piece of junk across the room. And look, the skills have such long cooldowns I don't even get to use them every time. Let's auto attack this guy. Like, what the puddin'? Hello? Am I useless? This is supposed to be a freaking farming class. What does it do? It auto attacks because it got no mana. That's what it do. $247. Wow. Surprisingly, this class got me quite a few surprisingly quickly. As crummy as it is at doing its job of farming. Look how long these frickin' cooldowns are. Piece of garbage. I mean, little totalies. Guess what I have to do? I have to sit here and auto attack because none of my moves are usable. And I don't have a triple target auto attack or something. If I'm auto attacking, I want to have an auto attack that hits multiple targets. You see? Abyssal Angel is one of those curious classes that, since the majority of damage is in the auto attack, you don't really mind when you're out of mana. It's not a big deal. But basically all the other classes, you're out of mana, you can't do squat. Look, I have to sit here and rest. It's not sustainable. Look, I have to move forward so I can hit the dumb undead bruiser and kill its face in. Look, I don't even have mana to cast my 2. I have to auto attack first. And then I have to auto attack the other guys. Like lol for reals. Die faster for me. And I have to walk forward so I can hit everything. And of course the undead bruiser is not the one that takes a 6k crit. It's a stupid thing that would die whether it took the 6k crit or not. Look. Frankly, this class needs a buff. That buff would be as simple as reduce the mana costs or, you know, increase mana regen or reduce time to use this move. Look, 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 look. I have to freaking auto attack this thing like 20 times. Because I don't have enough mana to use any of my moves and they have 2 slow cooldowns, so even if I had mana, it doesn't matter. And look, I can't heal even though I'm low on health because I don't have mana to use my heal. And when I use my heal, then I run out of mana. Look, I'm out of mana. I don't expect every class to be Abyssal Angel tier, but at least, please, be viably fun to play. Look, being out of mana is one of the boringest things ever, because all you can do is sit there and auto attack until you get more of it. Do I have enough Nulgath junk? No. It's dull. It's horrendously dull. You know what the last thing any guy wants to do here is to do? It's sit there and do nothing. You know how dull that is to sit there and do nothing? It's very dull. It's very, very dull. Alright, I'm chucking this class back in the bank. It's crummy. So's DBSK. Seriously. Alright, what comes out? I'll swap it with Doom Knight. They say that Eternal Inversionist is good at farming. Let's give it a run through. I remember Eternal Inversionist being not so great at what I wanted it to do. Oh yeah, it had no good heal, so it's always dying. What kind of farming class is freaking dying all the time because its heal is crummy? Let me pull out my other Blinding Light Destiny, so I can switch to luck. Let's swap into Dual Champion Blades. Don't need them right now. Okay, now I gotta switch to my luck junk. Because Eternal Inversion is a little luck class. Alright. Look, they used to be able to let you hit escape to deselect yourself. They removed that. Oh yeah, I remember why I really hated using this class for farming. 1, because it has no decent heal, but 2, because the amount of damage it deals is real crummy. Well, thank goodness to Blood that we're actually able to deal a reasonable amount of damage. But it sure don't seem reasonable. Look, the other guy even spawned already, and I haven't even killed those guys. The auto attack is one of the strongest parts of this class. That's sad. Seriously. The auto attack should not be the strongest part of the class. Aside from the nuke, the other moves deal like squat. The auto attack is basically the primary damage output of the class. Also, the heal sucks. It's garbage. And look, I'm out of range of that stupid guy in the corner again. I'm always out of range of the stupid guy in the corner. I do not understand this. Look, it even had to move me an inch so I could hit that guy with my ranged auto. Lol, what is this? See why I really don't like using this class so much? This class is not worth the farm, unless you have no other farming classes, but seriously, just go get Blazebinder. I'm sick of Blazebinder because I use it endlessly, okay? There's a reason why I don't use Blazebinder as much as I used to, because I use it so much I'm sick of using it. I want to use a variety of classes. I want there to be a variety of classes that are viable for usage. If I get sick of seeing the animations and clicking on the moves of one class, I think there should be classes that are equally good. There can't only be one decent class. I mean, that's a problem. One decent class is not what this game should be based on. I mean, like, seriously. I don't want to sit here and just only use Blazebinder for the rest of my days because it's the only decent farming classes aside from Abyssal Angel, because that's rare. Look, I'm sick of using those classes. I use them every freaking day. I use them so often that I'm sick of them. Because they're the best, and they're the only decent ones. So look, this class has a real crummy heal for one. Look at that massive 67 heal over time, like OMG. I feel so rejuvenated. And then just look at how much damage it deals too. And remember, this damage is buffed by Blinding Light Destiny. I have a freaking Blinding Light Destiny on. Look how much damage it's dealing. I mean, look at this. Aside from the nuke and the auto attack, the moves deal so little damage. It's like, oh my god, why do you do this to me? Look, that guy hasn't even died yet, and the other guy already respawned. Alright, there's a reason why I really hate using this class. Alright, since I'm on a luck build, let's get a different luck farming class out then. BMA, Chaos Shaper, CSM, Chronosis. Okay, I like using Evolved Pumpkin Lord. It's not a good class by any means, but it's pretty fun. I'll just swap it with Lycan for the moment. And I'll apply Evolved Pumpkin Lord. Oh yeah, that's the one I wanted to use. Naval Commander. Swap that one Lycan. So there's no one in my party right now, so Naval Commander's gonna suck. Let's use Evolved Pumpkin Lord. Why not? I don't even know how to use this class. Cannot crit, cannot miss. 20% haste boost. 15%. Okay. That one just heals me. That one just deals damage. And I can just spam this move, you know? Oh, the range is melee? Well, that's kind of crummy. If only this class had some range moves, you know. I'm not even reading the moves or anything. I'm just spamming them. Because clearly this class has no mana issues, you know. At least it has no mana issues. The only issue is that it's all melee, and freaking melee is a piece of crap. I mean, it means I have to go and run up to every enemy because that's all that the class can do. That's inefficient. Alright, let's chuck it back in the bank and test out Naval Commander. So, let's see. This one punches one target. This one punches 4. This one punches everybody. And this one punches 4 targets. Let's see what this does. Oh, it's real crummy. Wow. This class sucks. It has mana problems too, which I'm sure is not mitigated when it deals extra damage. Even when it deals full damage, it still clearly has mana issues. Tell me one. I mean, are there any reasonable classes out there? Seriously. Look, I have probably the majority of the classes in the game. And out of these, there are like 2 viable farming classes. And the rest are garbage. Look, I don't want this. I want to be able to use a variety of classes, and they have to be at least reasonably within each other's ability so that I don't feel like a piece of garbage just because I'm using the wrong class. See, that's a fact, my friends. That's just going to be a fact. I want to be able to use a class with a different feel and still be able to have a reasonable level of efficiency. Alright, I'm sure I have enough Nulgath approvals by now, seriously. Alright. So I'm going to be out of here now. Thanks for watching, my friendly friends. Thanks for watching me rant and be mad and just be salty basically all video long. And I'll be out of here. Take care. Have a wonderful day.